Welcome back everybody here on JustDaZack. What's my mission? To show you guys a hopefully interesting video game almost every day. This time we are going to have a look at Welcome to Goodland, a laundering money for the Mafia, because otherwise they will get rid of us, time management game. So the premise is, I think we run a charity. We have been maybe a little bit sketchy, but we witnessed something and whoop, suddenly we were owning money for the cartel, for the Mafia, and they said, you know what, okay, do you keep laundering money for us? If that doesn't work, we will get rid of you. This is what I'm going to show you today. I did play a little bit already. Two things first. First off, there's a gameplay guide here, which opens up actually Steam community guide, which I personally would recommend because the game tries to teach you the mechanics, but it only works so and so, if I'm completely honest. It really wants to. And what it teaches you is actually presented in a good way. The problem I encountered so far is unfortunately the flow of the tutorial, so to speak. The game throws you pretty much in with the premise immediately. You have a tiny cutscene and then it just go and builds up on that step by step. So it really wants to teach you as a player the mechanics in a reasonable way, which I very much like. Unfortunately, every time it goes with one step, the next one immediately goes up. Like, you don't really have enough breath. I think at least that's a little bit the issue, which I encountered as a problem. Maybe it's just a me thing, which I'm fully open to admit. But it just throws the next thing at you. The moment you think you start to grasp the thing, next thing. And then I understand next thing, which seems to be a little bit confusing overall, but that's just my experience. So I would recommend this gameplay guide, which I would like to see a bit more improvement in the game. But I do like that the developers offer this at least. It just opens a web page. Would be nice to have this in the game, but definitely appreciate it. But now, without further ado, options menu. I actually am a little bit not too happy that the options menu is too basic. We have the gameplay guide again. We have just two sliders for the volume and full screen on off. More resolutions option would be nice. And maybe like a font thing or so. A little bit more. Very basic. Regardless, let's hit continue and see. Let's keep up from where I bit. So this is the game. As you can see, we have something going on. It's not just a time management game for the cartel. It also has story bits and choice making. There's a little bit of narrative going on as well. Let's actually go with this. That day, I slept in late. Kate wasn't at home when I woke up. I called her on my way to the office. Kate is our wife, by the way, which I think are running the charity with. I say I think, cause well, let's get to this in a second. Kate Taylor, good morning, sleepyhead. I figured you deserved to sleep in, so I didn't wake you. Or maybe it's our secretary. Also a wife again. That's a me thing. It's been a few days since I played this, so take this on me. What are you up to? It's not like you to be out that early. I had a meeting about the gala tonight. Tell me you didn't forget. No, I think she's away. Yeah, Eddie Taylor. Thanks, Taylor, yeah. God, that's today? It completely slipped my mind. It's fine, I have it covered. You do? Well, As I climbed the stairs, we heard Mary scream. She covered her mouth in shock. At her feet, the severed head of a pig. It was gift wrapped and placed carefully in front of the charity's door. What the hell? Ed? Who's Mary, by the way? Nothing. Just spilled hot coffee on me. Is either our secretary? If it's not our secretary, I've never met that character before. Listen, I'll call you back later, okay? Mary Rogers. Mr. Taylor, should I call the police? Yeah, I think it is. No, Mary. I think you should take the day off. I find out who did this. Okay, it's the secretary. Sorry, I'm a little bit confused. First, Ralph gets jumped, and now this? A coincidence? There was a gift card attached to the big hat from Beth written on it. And an address, together with the words "come alone," underlined 3 times. So I'm going to pause the game real quick here to explain what's going on. So this is the main beat of the game. So there's 2 stages. First one, what we just saw, that there's a little bit of these story bits. Sometimes we have to make a choice. And the core gameplay, which is essentially the time management business, what you see here on the map. So, first off, which I find a bit unfortunate also is you can't scroll on this map with WASD or the mouse buttons, keyboards. On keyboards, you can only do this with the mouse button, I mean. Drag and drop, which is fine, but would be nice to scroll this with the WSD or, you know, arrow keys. This is the word I was looking for. But yeah, what happens here is we have these three guys. I'm also gonna tell a little bit more about the story bits, but let's actually do this later down the road. So as you can see, main objectives, launder cash. We have to do 30,000 until day 7. Seems like we're day 5 of 7. I feel like I'm still in the tutorial area. I'm not sure how close I am, because as far as I know, when you don't meet this goal, you're dead. It's game over. You have to start from the very, very beginning again, meaning, yeah, you have to restart the game. You have to survive. That's why I'm confused, because I feel like I'm still more or less in the tutorial area. It's so hard to tell. As I said earlier, the game keeps adding very fast to the mechanics. We have different things. So first off, this is our home. At the home, we can do something like take, return loan. If we call to the bank, we can keep scouting. Which scouting is looking for more business where we can launder money. And we can collect and deliver cash from these laundering things. So currently, as you can tell, we have this gym. This is a gym. We have a bar. We have a cafe. We have a cinema and another bar. I have 5 different businesses which I reached out to, and these guys are laundering money for me. And I have to keep revisiting these to, you know, make them happy, make friends with them to increase the loyalty, and also, you know, instill a little bit of fear. Because if they're not afraid of us, they get lazy. And if they are not loyal to us, well, they also do not make a lot of money for us. So we have to essentially manage these different bars. So as you can see here, right now, this is a bit slow. Could be better, could be worse. For example, this one is pretty fast. So this is laundering fast, this is laundering slow. We also have the total bars you can see. So these two are the most in the green. And we can also get some tips here. Laundering speed is inefficient, send a gift to raise loyalty. So the game gives you hints, which is appreciated. And this also has a bigger star, because I managed to get the efficiency up to 85% over here, which is definitely appreciated. So they are also very loyal, but also very much afraid. So they will launder money for us very fast. And we have to collect it to hopefully launder enough cash. I'm actually not able, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do this. And we have some subtasks here. Raise more business efficiency to maximum. So this was kind of close to it. It's not close enough. Visit the marked location, which is essentially the story bit which we've seen earlier. So what is the main meat of the game? We have these 3 agents. Our main character, Eddie Taylor, Ralph Green, and Travis McCann, which is a hired agent, which he's gonna cost me $300 every day, as far as I know. And they have different stats, so they have different pros and cons. For example, the game is still paused. How about, I think this is my worst thing. Let's go and click here. So in this cafe, I wanna raise the overall efficiency. They are a little bit, they need basically more loyalty and more fear. I think I want to send in different stats. For example, let's send in Ralph. We can either, first off, to raise loyalty, we could send them a gift. And we can start by $145 up to $725. Loan, I don't have a loan, by the way. I'm actually gonna check my stats right now. That's on me, by the way. To raise that, we could send a gift. We can also intimidate them to increase the fear, or we could curate them, and curation is something that depends on the agent that's sent. That usually is not as aggressive, but as intimidate. It's also going to raise the overall effectiveness. As you can see with the laundering settings at the right side, we can kind of influence that. I haven't fully understood that. I think this is going to be explained later to more detail. As you can see, unlocked at level 2 and so on. I think this is my best thing. We haven't unlocked anything here. Stuff plus 80%. So it's kind of good. I mean, I can click these. I have no idea what this does. I think and hope it's gonna be explained later. I'm gonna keep this in the green. So that's a little bit unclear. It has been mentioned before, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So again, let's go here. Again, if we look at the tips, by the way, we have increased fear to raise business efficiency, and laundering speed is an efficient incentive to raise loyalty. So these are 2 options. How about, I'm actually, as this is a showcase, I'm going to do this. I'm going to send in you to deliver a gift. As you can see, if I give them money, the loyalty increases, but, you know, they have a little bit less fear. Also, I don't, of course, usually want to be careful with how much money I spend, because that's money I can't launder and can give to the other guys. By the way, funds. Your funds that can be spent and managed in laundering operation. This is something I haven't personally found out what the difference. I mean, we can see the different amounts of money that will be laundered, hopefully, as an average, I think. I have no idea, because there's a difference between the laundered money and the money we have as funds which we can spend. Not quite sure. The game is a little bit unclear there, unfortunately for me, how this gets increased. Different in relation to this money. But so far it kind of worked. So I'm gonna send in, as you can see, Ralph Green is now grayed out because he's gonna take 3 minutes to drive over there and then spend some money to give them a gift. We of course also have to be important. We have to manage these bars because, for example, the more fear they have, the more the loyalty kind of decreases as well. Usually. So we both want to have both of these very high, but yeah. It's definitely a bar management. Also, apparently, we have heat determines the interest of the police and the business. That started a little bit. I'm not generating heat right now, but I'm generating clean cash, the amount of clean money currently in the business. That's nice. Because what we've seen here... Okay, can't click this right now. The police is there. We couldn't reduce infamy. Lower the infamy, the slower it goes down. What's the emergency? So you can talk to them. As you can see here, I was able to hire Travis McCann, which we have here. This is the Beth I think we've cleared earlier. If I unpause, no, we can't click this. Because there's also different gangs. This is a gang which will attack your businesses. And when a business gets attacked, you want to have, for example, Traveler, who has a lot of strength, be there in time to defend those. If he does something else in the meantime, we're kind of screwed, because they will attack business. It's not going to be destroyed, but fear and loyalty goes down and we lose on money. So that's another complication we have to keep in mind with all this bar management, so to speak. I'm actually going to send in Travis over here. Let's intimidate them a bit. As you can see, loyalty is not going to get down right now, but fear gets increased by quite a bit. Let's do this. There's also but a lot of rolling in the meantime. For example, as you can see, I hope I will be able to show you guys this. I have these 5 businesses acquired. As I said earlier, we can scout for more businesses. If we have a business scouted, we don't quite immediately have it. We have to essentially convince them to join us. We have different approaches. So there's a little bit of choose your own adventure or RPG mechanics, where we have to can use different approaches to convince them, for example. And these depend on our stats. Eddie Taylor, for example, our main character, is level 3, 15 out of 20 experience, has full energy. I guess this is self-explanatory. If a character doesn't have energy, the character is resting and can't do anything else until he has a sufficient amount of energy back. Also, we have only so much time from day to day. When the day ends, well, it's day over. We have so much cash laundered, and of course in the night everyone sleeps. So day ends as well. And we have different stats like intimidation, social, leadership, and strength. Eddie is a little bit of a mix of everything. Might be my mistake and how I spent the points. I'm not quite sure yet. So he has 2 intimidation, quite sure where to spend them, I mean. 2 social for leadership, 2 strength. Ralph Green, for example, has 2 intimidation, is very social with a 4, but a bad leader, and 3 strength. And McTravis is very good at threatening and very good strength, but he's not social and he's not a good leader. So jack of all trades. He is good at one thing, he's good at 2 things. So we are a little bit stretched out even, I would dare to say. Also, depending on the skills we choose and if we have certain levels there, we can unlock different traits. For example, leadership here, thanks to having 4 points here, I unlocked Delegate, which allows the agent to manage a merged business. So we can merge different businesses as well to generate more profit. I haven't done that yet, so I'm not 100% sure how that works. I think I can use this, and then we can go not enough businesses suitable for merging. If I have other businesses prepped up enough, we can merge them together, hopefully clean this out and get more money. I think at least that's how it works. I haven't gotten to that part yet. But just to get that out of the way, we also have the scout ability, allows this agent to search for new businesses. I think that's self-explanatory. Here, for example, Ralph Green has the gambler trait. This is also character specific. I think this is a story character. He just has it. +1 in all dice throws. The dice throws are the things I mentioned earlier when we, for example, try to talk to a business. There is a generated die throw, a certain percentage chance, and if we succeed to, convince them with our social stats that they launder money for us, or we could threaten them. And these are the dice throws. So Ralph Green is a little bit better in that regard. Also, we roll dice when we defend against attacks, which I would like to try to go with Travis with. But now, I hope I could set up the overall mechanics of this. As you can see, our characters drive out, spend some time here. It's a little bit like a mobile game. I do like the UI overall. It's decently clean. But as you can see, 9 minutes 15 here. At first, I thought that this might have been meant as a mobile game, because this could easily be like 15 in-game minutes or 15 in-game real-time minutes or real-time hours. But no, it's a little bit of time management. That's just me with the different stats, and I get this mobile game feeling. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That's just what I got reminded of. So, without further ado, let's go to the story point, the Bald Eagles. Oh, that was the game. That was bad. Where we want to go with our main character, of course. Also costs 5 energy. Somebody clearly has a problem with my business. I should find out what they want. Let's go. So Eddie drives over there where the others are going to pay and threaten others. We still gotta launder the money, of course. So trailer park. The address led me to an old trailer park. The second I stepped out of my car, I felt watched. It wasn't long until I learned I was right. I thought I met her already. Huh, maybe it's because of my safe slot. Well, look here, boys. It's the philanthropist himself. The pig butcher, I assume. I don't just decapitate pigs. I also decapitate assholes, if it comes to it. Then we'll get along fine. Sounds like you and I might be friends. I need allies who aren't afraid of getting their hands dirty. Dirty hands are a sure sign of hard work. Now, wouldn't you agree? We didn't get off on the right foot. I say we start fresh. You're asking for an exchange. Fair enough. Money for protection. Name your price. Fine, let's bargain. But you need to work with me. I didn't call you to my lands for you to talk about my needs. The money's for charity. I work for cartel. I'm broke, no arrangement. I work for cartel. The people I work for aren't as kind as I am. If what I do gets disrupted, they will be very angry. I could tell when we meet that I like you. When we met, sorry. So we have a deal. We do, but if you screw me on this, you know what I do to a pig that don't do as she's told? I shoot it in the head. Big Beth just introduced herself. She's the leader of a local gang called the Bald Eagles. You would do well to keep her on your side. Otherwise, she can make your life difficult by sending her goons to attack your businesses. You can check your reputation with the Bald Eagles by opening the Bald Eagles HQ panel. Now we click on this. Okay, that's my mistake. Sorry that I reloaded the old save. I did unlock this earlier, but yeah, I reloaded and now I had to unlock this again. Okay, that's on me. Different decisions will affect your reputation with the gang, but you can also try to just pay them off. Keep in mind that your relationship with the gangs will deteriorate over time, so you won't get off the hook by only paying the gang once. You're here to talk business or to waste my time. Relationship 50%. If your relationship dropped to 30%, the gang will start attacking your business. Okay, we are at 50%, luckily. I think last time I actually did apparently pretty bad choices. For example, I'm pretty sure I told her I was broke. She didn't like that, and I started below 30% relationship. So good thing we're 50% right now. So for a time, she's not going to attack us. So we don't have to worry about her right now, which I definitely appreciate. So let's try to scout with Eddie. We would like to have one more business. Also, we can also try to look for specific business types. which sometimes matter if we have a subtask to, for example, get one more cinema or so. But I think I'm fine with this. Raise more business efficiency to max. Let's see if we can do this, but I also want to have my maximum amount of available businesses right now. So, by the way, we have here, collect the cash before someone else does this. Let's try to go with this. You are resting right now, so yeah, collect, deliver. Send an agent to collect clean data. Business selection, let's go with auto. Collect, yeah. So Eddie's gonna go out, collect the money. We have 204, 15. This is gonna be a thing. Also, it seems like Travis is resting already. Well, we maybe want to wait until he gains this. The business type discovered, convenience store, business scouted, Goodland's good, location visited. So he is right now, he's actually resting. No, we want to talk to this business. And let's see if we can... 17, 52% if we threaten them, to hopefully get them into our business. We could bribe them to increase the chance. Oh, that's a lot of money these guys want. 1.6k, man. Partner up. I'm not sure if I want to take this. These chances are pretty bad right now. Do I want to spend that much money? On the other hand, for what else should I spend the money? But 7.7k, that's so much. Do I take this? 83% chance. Wow. Looks like we want to try to threaten them. Let's hope. If this doesn't work, we're pretty much screwed, actually. So threatening 4. Yeah, let's give it a try. 20 energy. Let's hope we can make this. Come on, Travis, I need you here. By the way, Eddie, actually not so good in these social things, but this guy could send a gift. Oh, this is where we sent Travis earlier, right? Okay, we really want to maximize our different businesses, so let's create this again with Eddie. Increases our loyalty, decreases fear, but still makes it overall better, I think. So let's confirm this. Let's go. Everyone has something to do. Because this is our best business. We really want to have that up to par. So, yeah. This is the dice roll, by the way. If we go with Persuade, only 40% chance. We probably want to go with this 83% chance. Let's hope for this dice roll to work. Proceed. Okay. Apparently we have a draw. Laundering slow. Well, at least we didn't completely fail. It means that that was good. This is unfortunately a bit sad. I'm not sad, but I find this entire dice roll very, very basic, and it's going over so far, like draw with what? So I guess it was what did I even roll? Like a 4 against another 4? Travis McCann bribe, so we have an overall of 12, right? His stat plus the 4 from Rabbi plus 4 dice. And I guess this is what we needed, 12. I think that's how it works. I feel like this isn't 100% clear. So I guess if we had rolled a 3, so with an 11 total, we would have lost. So we just managed it, luckily. And if we had rolled higher, we would have gained like a better starting things, I think. And maybe they needed less money. And the laundering would have been better, I guess. So I feel like the rolling is a bit too basic. Would be nice if actual dice would be rolled or something. But yeah, that's something you have to really pay attention to. It's being explained, but I feel like the explanation of the UI could still need some polish and improvement there. New trait, Eddie Taylor is boosted. So from time to time, our different characters can also get traits, which last for the day, usually boosted energy, recovery rate increased by 10%. That's nice. Partnered up with 5 businesses. I apparently unlocked this, which gave us influence points, used on various actions such as business merging and expansion, rewarded for completing tasks and certain actions. Nice. New business type discovered. There's a convenience store, which is this one, also gave us more influence points. Nice. And this location visited. But now we try to get our guys to... Can I? No. Can't use any of those. Time until the end of the cooldown. This is a cooldown because we did that. We need to threaten so many people. I guess let's start here to intimidate this with you, actually. Let's get this up. Yeah, let's go. You will do some intimidation. And this gym... Actually, the cinema seems to have the biggest daily cash flow. Higher number means more laundering money. So yeah, I want to send you to create this to make my friendship here. Let's go. Confirm. Okay, you guys do this. We have 6 out of 6 businesses. A new trade, Rolf Green is cultured for the day. +1 experience for every action. That sounds good. So we can level him up better overall. So everyone is spending money right now. Raise my business efficiency. This is gonna be hard to achieve, actually. We want to get the bar up so good. Okay, you guys do your job. You're resting right now for 11 minutes. I maybe want to wait until it's over. If we disrupt him in the meantime, I made that mistake earlier, he will not recover energy. So 8 minutes, I think it's fine. No, he still recovers energy in the meantime, so I think it's still good. Never mind. What is this, by the way? Low on dirty cash. Deliver a new badge of cash before the business stops the laundering. I think... Okay, it's still this. So we have time. Maybe I shouldn't do this immediately. Let's get some curation going on here. We want to raise the bar. It's Eddie. We can't do... Do I want to send a gift here? Maybe. Really make these guys my friends. Let's send some... Maybe 500? This also is going to lower the fear, unfortunately. But let's do this. They're not doing such a good job right now. And we want to instill some fear over here, maybe? What's the overall average? Yeah, this needs an increase, so let's intimidate these guys. Come on, Travis, let's go! I do like that the cars are driving around here. I like the animation. So the visual art style, I'm a big fan of. I have to admit that. Very cool art. The characters as well, I like their style. Okay. So you're resting. Maybe I want you to have the energies. 12 on the... Each day lasts for 5 minutes of real time. The happy pint is 30% more efficient. Which is the happy pint? Probably one of the bars, right? This one. Cool. Cool. Business efficiency 80%. Nice. This is 86%. So raise my business efficiency to maximum. I guess these two actually qualify as maximum. New trade. Eddie is boosted again. Wasn't he that early as well? I think he was. Okay, we raised quite some efficiency. That's nice. Okay, Eddie is actually full on energy. We're gonna make use of that. Oh, what's this? Deliver new... Okay, we need someone to go deliver cash. Eddie, you're gonna do that. Travis, we want you to intimidate stuff. Probably here. Let's go. Oh, this one. Yeah. As you can see here at the bar, it's less when Rolf does it. So Travis has the better skills, so let's go proceed. Oh, by the way, this is golden. That means he's leveled up. We have 1 point to spend. Leadership represents the agent's ability to direct and manage others. Leveling up the skill to a certain level will unlock additional trait delegate. I have this. I don't know where we use leadership most of the time. Actually, I'm gonna increase this anyway. This is our main character. I feel like he needs to have leadership. Strength is, again, very important if we fight off others, and as we've seen, intimidation and social be very important. I guess leadership skill still comes in handy with other things. Oh, there we go. Nice, some story. Rolf. Hey, Eddie, I have a favor to ask. What is it, Rolf? Can I have the rest of the day off? I have a thing going on. Actually, sure, that he's our good friend, but no, I need you. Because looking at this, we're pretty much in trouble. Trust me, Eddie, I'll keep both. Can I have the rest? No, trust me, Eddie, it'll help both of us. No, Rolf, I need you here. If you have your own thing, try giving me a heads up next time. Well, okay, I get it, Eddie. Yep, I do like these different story choices, but they are always very brief. For example, what I meant earlier, I was a little bit confused with our wife and something. The get up and the setup of the game was essentially, okay, we have a wife, and together we're running a charity. There was a moment pretty early on where we were, okay, you know what? We have some money thanks to our wife on the bank from the charity. And we're in trouble. We should go there and go to the bank, get this money and use it because we have a problem with this laundering business the cartel is forcing us to. So I went to the bank. And then we had a story choice, which was actually pretty cool, because at the bank we noticed, yeah, the entire money we thought was there was gone. So what's our choice? Well, first off, we kind of, behind the back of our wife, went to the bank to see what is going on with the money. So are we going to tell her that the money is gone, probably from her, or should we not tell her? I decided to talk to her and tell her about the money, that we know that she must have taken that. So I did that. and then there was a little bit of a pause, and later on, after I took this choice, I saw the consequences. And the consequence was, essentially, we had like a discussion with our wife, and we drove on the highway. So in context of the story, of course, there was just text and 1-2 pictures. And we drove on a highway, and our wife, like, snapped at us, and in the middle of nowhere let us stand there while she drove off. And that's what it is. That was it. That was the entire story context. So we don't know what's going on, and our wife apparently left us in the middle of nowhere. And it was a little bit weird, honestly, because that came out of nowhere. So I don't know as a player what is the connection? What's the state with my wife? Because everything that tells me is that it's at best like a business relationship. As you can see, when I started, as you saw, there's still the wife going on. But that one issue that I experienced when I played this earlier confused me greatly, frankly. Also, I should actually use my characters. I'm not doing anything. That's a big mistake here. We have to make friends here. Let's create this. Eddie, you go. You're gonna intimidate the cafe. Actually, I'm gonna send in Travis. He's better. And 225. And what else needs an upgrade? This needs more threatening, but this is higher numbers, so create this with Eddie. There we go. So yeah, that was very confusing to me, because that just happened, and I don't know. Considering that this game really wants to focus on the writing as well and the story that is developing through the game, which I like as a concept, and I see what they're going for, and then the writing is just okay. Apparently, the wife took the money, she doesn't want to tell you, and she leaves you in the middle of nowhere. And I don't know the relationship that's going on. That was more confusing to me than anything else. So, I'm still pretty early on, but the setup of the game was pretty much the same. Apparently, Eddie and a friend were on a vacation in a forest, and then they found money and Mafia, and we took the money, the Mafia found out, and then we have to launder cash or they kill us. As a setup, that was fine, that it just happened, but it still was so quick, it's so rushed that I still feel confused with that. Again, as a setup, that was okay, but essentially that everything else, Goodland goods. What is that? We have a task here, signed on task shoplifting. Okay, let's set in you then. There we go. And that confuses me a bit and worries me a bit, that essentially the still narrative or the writing that just things happen very quick and then we move on happened with the wife as well is kind of, I'm not quite sure how to feel about that, by the way. And I still need to try to, unique partner businesses. Need to merge a business, but overall my things aren't good enough right now. Sorry, I'm not focusing too much on the game right now. Eddie keeps getting boosted. How much more does the game want to tell me? By the way, I really gotta focus now. So we can collect a bunch of cash. That's important. Let's do this. You're gonna do that assignment. That's good. You deliver cash. And Ralph, where do I want to set you, my friend? So this is again the overall average. This is average, probably, if I want to send you anyway. Okay, this is not going... Can I send you here? Sure. There we go. Everyone has something to do. That's definitely important. So what is this task? Again, I really like, we have this simple gameplay of like time management. And then every now and then, we have like story elements. I like that. I like the concept. I'm still not convinced if it resonates with me how it's executed. Again, idea and presentation, cool. Execution, I'm not so sure. So anyway, shoplifting. The shop staff caught the person trying to steal the merchandise. The person refuses to admit their guilt and is not intimidated by the police involvement. The staff, however, are. They can't really call the police on him, considering what happens in the shop behind the scenes. Fair enough. You can actually call the police or let this thief go. Why can't we intimidate or reason with them? I have 5, because I need 5 intimidation otherwise. Wow. This is my best character in this. I'm not sure if I could even upgrade them. So Why can't I even attempt this? That's a bit sad, and honestly. I'm pretty sure I wasn't able to upgrade Travis at all, maybe even once, and I took in strength. Because when I am quieter, I was immediately under attack from other bandits or, gangs. That's why strength was very important in that. So, kind of sad that I have no option here. Either the very bad one or let the thief go. Maybe I could have, again, gotten Ralph to 5 reason. But, again, this is what I mean. It feels a little bit unrewarding because this is my best character for an intimidation thing, and I have no chance because I didn't know this would get at a 5. And my other best character had reasoning. I'm not even sure if I could got him here if I didn't know that this was upcoming. If you know that this is coming, okay, you can plan ahead. But, just as a random thing, that feels a bit unrewarding. Okay, can't go with the cool options, let the thief go. Which is probably bad because we lose money now. That feels a little bit weird and off. Okay, everyone has, you guys are driving. You're collecting cash. There's another question mark. The last thing you need right now is the attention of the police, especially over something so minor as shoplifting. You decide to let the thief go. The owner didn't appreciate your approach to resolve the matter, but decided not to argue with you. Yeah, that feels punishing. It feels like the game itself is punishing me. And I didn't even know this was upcoming. And that's what I mean. That feels sad. Laundering speed. So they are not happy. So let's send them a gift. Yeah, come on, full money. We have to do this, I feel. Wendy's collecting cash. If you know it's upcoming, cool, but it still feels unrewarding. That's what I mean. Ralph is cultured again. Kind of weird that this keeps happening every time. Okay, 3%. Let's pause the game real quick. I want to do other things. We have to make our best game. Let's make friends with these guys again. Let's get this up. Here, you're gonna create this. And again, some elements like we have curation and we have the staff meter, but I don't know why I can choose the staff meter. I don't know what that does. I legitimately do not. It's so many of these minor things which overall, everything sounds good on paper and is cool, but these tiny nudges where I feel like I, as a player, have more question marks and a little bit of frustration, which confuses me, actually. Once you have fulfilled all the conditions for expansion, you can expand your area of influence. That sounds cool. Open the main office menu for an overview. Okay, I can do this. Expanding area of influence costs influence points, but it will unlock a new territory and better businesses to partner up with. Because influence, well, we have this, but it will unlock new territory and better. That sounds cool. 200 points, we have those. Conditions for expansion can be checked by hovering over expansion button in the main menu. Office menu and reading the tool. Also, sometimes I feel like the overall grammar is a bit but also, as always, take this with a grain of salt. Like, conditions for expansion can be checked by hovering over expansion button, over the expansion button. But tiny things like this, but they add up. That's the thing. It feels like there's so many tiny things here. Let's go. Okay, I want to do this. +6 total maximum number of businesses, +1 maximum number of unique business expansion. That's cool. Okay, I select this. Let's proceed. You can now upgrade your businesses to the next level. Click on the business to open its info panel. Okay, let's click here. Cool. Once you've achieved maximum efficiency of a business, that business can be upgraded to the next level. Okay, click to continue. Every level or upgrade will unlock, again, will unlock one additional setting of curation, allowing you to tweak how businesses operates in more detail. Okay. You can upgrade a business anytime you want by clicking the upgrade button as long as this business's efficiency is currently at near maximum level, which is indicated by the gold stars under the business's name. Alright. I can't though. The business is busy with another. Okay, we have to wait until it's over. Then we can probably upgrade this. Fair enough. So many traits here. I don't like that we can just right click them to get rid of them. Again, the overall UI seems very clean. I feel like the descriptions need to polish though. Okay, you did that, right? No, still 5 more minutes. We need some... Oh, what's this? Collect the cash. Seems like that is important. Okay. PR... Wait, you can temporarily boost laundering efficiency in all of your partner businesses at once by doing a PR campaign. The cost of the PR campaign is determined by the number of partner businesses you have. I have 0. PR campaign also... Again, PR campaign. Also rewards you with additional influence points. PR campaign can only be used once a day. Okay, I think I want to collect money. You're gonna do this. Oh, Ed, cool. A new option. Kate called me. Hey, Ed, I think I'll be home late. You sound stressed. The gala that bad? No, the car broke down. I'm not sure what happened. Again, this is our wife who let us stand there. We drove to the middle of nowhere. She threw it out of the car and let us stand there. That happened in one of these scenes and somehow never got brought up again. I'm legitimately confused. Anyway, I called the tow truck. They said it might be a while. You want me to come out there? No, I know how busy you are. Love you, Ed. Bye. Something was off. I couldn't quite tell. And again, she took the money that we thought we had for the gala on our technically legal business on the bank, which is gone. She told us, and she told us she didn't want to say anything more. It's so weird. Maybe it's just my intuition, or maybe Ralph's attempt to cut his working hours shortcut me thinking. That's when it hit me. Kate's phone is sharing its location to mine since that one time we lost each other on vacation. I could check where she already is. Yeah, need to know we know she's lying. After what happened last time. She might not even be lying, but she's hiding something for 120%. 200%, we know that. I ran the app to see my suspicions confirmed. She was, in fact, nowhere near the gala, but I recognized the place. According to her GPS, she was at Howard's cabin. There's only one person who would show her that place. I just need to make it there before he does. Okay, so story element, no agent available, so I have to wait a little bit before I'm able to do that. Okay, now we can send him 10 minutes. I really want to upgrade this business, though. That's important to me right now. Can we do this now? Yes, upgrade. Cool. $1,000. Increase business level. Maximum dirty cash plus 500. Daily run plus 200. That's cool. Let's go with this. Upgrade this. I'm actually made a good amount of money today. I think we can make the full 30,000 at day 7. I was a little bit worried, but we made a lot of laundering today. That's cool. Okay, are we still collecting money? Yes, right? Because this is so red here. Okay, this business is closed. You're doing that job. You're driving to collect money, and we're doing the story decision. Let's go. What is this about? Kate's deception. I found Kate sitting at the bus stop near the entrance to the forest where the cabin was. Nobody was around. Only her. She couldn't make out my car behind the headlights until I got close. Ooh. This is, again, I like the presentation. My best friend and my wife. The one who let us on the street, threw us out of the car when she told us not to ask the money, which she took. Ralph? Ed. Oh, thank God. I thought you were... Oh, Katie? You would only be here if you already knew the answer to that. There's a cabin up the road. It's unlocked. We have one rule. No lies. I know you've been seeing Ralph. You followed me. Makes sense, actually. I would do the same thing. He told me you two were in trouble and needed money to get you out of it. So I paid him on one condition, that he'd tell me everything. Every time Ralph promised to pay her back, he'd wind up needing even more. You knew this whole time, and you never said anything? Neither did you. Dots. God, how did we get here? We were supposed to be better than this. I was so sure you were cheating. With Ralph Green? Don't be disgusting. I can't have you involved in this, Kate. This is already such a mess. Tell me it's going to be alright. I want to, but... No lies? No lies. And again, that's over. That just happened. And we have the upgraded business. That's cool. Now it has over 2 stars. I do like this. Man, money laundering is going well. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we're pretty close to end this day. Let's actually speed it up. Yeah, awesome business upgrade, Red Spark Growth. But this is Welcome to Goodland. A time management game, what feels a little bit like a mobile game with them moving around. But the idea is cool. We can now have the end of day screen, and we actually laundered 9,000 money. So if we have just almost this money, we're gonna be clear and have 30,000 at the end of day 7. Personal funds to launder, nice. I again don't know where funds actually come from. We have personal funds, 2,000. Nothing really tells us where those come from. We see the launder money, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. We have the story elements, we have the time management, and we switch between, and the game teaches us and gives us more mechanic to make it more challenging. We're gonna get more levels, we're gonna get more agents. So on paper, and we can have different availabilities and options to, upgrade the business, have the different bars to manage, have PR campaigns, gotta make sure that we protect ourselves from attacks, sometimes have to pay off the police and so on, while we also maybe have to solve things with our wife or so. On paper, I think all of these things are cool. And I see the vision, and I like and I love the visions. The presentation, I see it. The mechanics, I'm confused. I'm frustrated. I don't get it. The writing is just, and here it happens, and go on. And here this happens, and that feels weird. So, is this a lost case? No. But I feel like this game frankly needs a lot of polish in pretty much all the areas. So I would hold on this and look at this game and check it out later down the road. Right now it feels, I don't know, maybe it's kind of lost in translation, maybe that's the thing, why it feels so very, very rough. Because I felt like I was stumbling around the game. So is this bad? No, it's not. I see the vision. I see the potential. But yeah, welcome to Goodland. In my honest opinion, needs way, 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 way more polish to get where it wants to go there. I think it can't achieve that. It can go there, but again, more polish. But of course, only my opinion, my kind of second impression so far. Having now played with this second session, I guess 1.5 hour, 1 hour. Ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think of my presentation commentary thereof. Please tell me what you think of Welcome to Goodland discussions. I'm always very open to hear about them. Maybe I misunderstood something up there. I'm always very happy to hear what you think. Please consider sharing this video. Please make absolutely sure to keep staying awesome. And we are going to see each other in the next video.